Hey folks, welcome to Tippecanoe Valley on RTC TV4. I'm Mitch Smith here with my partner Nate Roberts. We're here to cover Tippecanoe Valley boys against the Culver Cavs. Now Nate, how do you think this team is going to work out today? How do you think it's going to do today in terms of scoring and points-wise?
Well, for starters, we're in different positions here this broadcast. Mitch is actually going to be your main commentator, and I'm over here running the camera. But apart from that, Valley had a really energetic and intense performance last time against the Whitco Wildcats, which, if you don't remember, we broadcast that game, and we caught the last-second shot by Parker Dalrymple, which made Valley win against their conference rival 46-45. And honestly, I can see something that can actually happen similar like that this game, because Whitco, after that game, is 2-5, and Culver, if I did my research correctly, was 2-5 as well. And I could see definitely a game that could be one-sided a lot of the time, but in the end, the other team could come out victorious.
Absolutely. And if you guys want to see that phenomenal winning shot, be sure to check it out on rtctv4.com. It was quite impressive, and we really congratulate Parker Dalrymple for that winning shot. You know, that first half, it wasn't the greatest game to watch. It was not in Tippecanoe Valley's favor at all. But they came out victorious at the end, and they just lit on fire and caught right back up and scored that winning shot.
Yes, I remember speaking to some fans after the game, and they said that Valley honestly didn't deserve to win because they were down as far as 13 within the first half, and the fact that they were able to come around and win at the buzzer is just spectacular. It just makes me really love the whole sport of basketball for moments like those.
Yes, it's quite impressive. And for those of you who can see the camera, Santa's coming around selling tickets for us. This time of year it's important to be nice, boys and girls. Hopefully we'll have a nice game. And, on behalf of RTC, we would like to wish you guys all a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, really quickly. So, Nate, how do you feel about specific players on the Tippecanoe Valley High School basketball team? How do you think that Parker Dalrymple is going to come out after making that winning shot?
Well, obviously, Dalrymple's going to have some momentum in terms of this game because, definitely after coming off that game, every player is already going to be thinking in their heads, hey, I've had myself a really great performance the last game. I'm pretty sure that'll carry on. Now, if you don't have that mindset put into yourself when a game strikes, then you are kind of in a good position. As long as you play smart basketball, you don't make any dumb moves, and your teammates also cooperate as well, that is going to have you turn into a really good player.
Absolutely, I completely agree. Well, we'll be right back after this, folks, with a small message from our supporters.
At Co-Alliance, we understand the importance of community. After all, we've been farmer-owned since the 1920s. And now that we're a part of your community, we want to become your total agronomy solutions provider. Co-Alliance offers the latest in ag technology for your operation. From field scouting and fertilizers to premium seed and precision agriculture, we can help take your operation to the next level. Put the resources of your local cooperative to work. Contact Co-Alliance today.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner, and Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Hi folks, and welcome back. Really quickly, I'm just going to read off the roster for the Tippecanoe Valley and Culver Cavs varsity boys basketball team. Number 10, Tanner Trapedi. Number 12, Jalen Potter. Number 20, Rex Kirkenstein. Number 22, Jalen Shepard. Number 24, Parker Dalrymple. Number 30, Wes Melanson. Number 32, Braden Shepard. Number 34, Cameron Parker. Number 40, Jace Potter. Number 42, Ross O'Connor. Number 44, Bryce Fisher. Number 50, Dwight Conley. And number 54, Alex Kraft. And now for the Culver Cavs. Number 3, Josh Havron. Number 4, Austin Ottoman. Number 10, Cameron Minix. Number 11, Shane Stevens. Number 12, Jacob Graham. Number 20, Blake Thompson. Number 23, Dalton Powell. Number 33, Jalen King. Number 45, Brady Moyes. Number 54, Austin Zangner. And then Alex Zangner and Braxton Conley do not have numbers. Oh, excuse me. That was the JV Cavs. Excuse me, folks. Number 3, Owen Valakwe. Number 4, Austin Ottoman. Number 10, Owen Klinger. Number 11, Donovan Zieha. And number 15, Tucker Fisher. Number 22, Joseph Paul. Number 23, Hunter Mans. Number 32, Colin Odell. Number 33, Jake Fisher. Number 45, Brandon Jones.
If my memory serves me correctly, I believe last season we actually broadcasted this game at Culver because I remember we were there at Culver to broadcast this game, and looking back at their roster for this year, some of those names actually give me certain reminders like Austin Ottoman, Donovan Ziaha, and Owen Klinger. So definitely a trip down memory lane to 1 year later, Mitch and I's first years.
Yeah. Honestly, it's been wonderful serving for RTC. Tippecanoe Valley is actually looking for a producer right now. You know, it's a good job. You get to watch all these games free. And, you know, it's just a wonderful job. It's pretty simple, and we love doing it. It's wonderful. Me and Nate have been here for a couple of years now. And we can't wait to see this game. Can't wait to see how it's going to turn out. I can't wait to see how these guys are going to perform. Hopefully it's going to be a good game for both of us. Nate, do you have anything specifically to say about what has gone on in the JV game and what's gone on? What do you think's going to happen tonight? Any predictions?
Well, JV Valley has defeated JV Culver by about 38. If my memory serves me correctly, that final score was 60-22, which that is 38. Now, a source has told me that Culver may be a little bit of an easy opponent for Valley, but granted, I would put them in the same boat as Whitka, which means they could provide Valley as a challenge if they don't have a certain mindset, and if they don't play as well as the game against Wicklow, because they won last time because they were just making smarter moves. And that's kind of cost them to be 4-3 this season. And if all goes right, they could turn 5-3 very quickly.
Well, let's certainly hope, Nate. It should be a really good game to watch. Hopefully we don't see them really just kind of faltering in that first half like we did last time. Hopefully we see them really pick up and really just keep that fire going throughout the entire game. Also, a quick reminder, folks, me and Nate will be back here on the 28th for another boys basketball game next Friday. It should be an exciting game to watch. I can't wait to be there. Can you, Nate?
Yes, Columbia City is the opponent specifically. So, after 10 days of not hearing from us, you should definitely tune back in at around 7:30 next Friday, as the boys are taking on Columbia City, so you should definitely tune in for that. I agree with that statement there.
Yep, it should be a fun game to watch. Well, I can't wait to see how this game goes. And really quickly here, just a little statement from me. I can't wait to see how these guys are going to do, especially Parker Dalrymple, and Ross O'Connor. Asia O'Connor was a really big, strong girls basketball player last year, and now we only have Sophie Buzzard on the girls basketball team. That's really, really helped carry them points-wise. We are seeing a couple younger girls pick up the pace, like Jillian Walls and Emma Craig. But on this team, we have some pretty good shooters. For example, Tanner Trapedi scored quite a few threes. Wes Melanson shot quite a few shots, and it's been good to watch these boys throughout the season. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with everything that's going on. They do a lot of extracurriculars, and certainly these colleges are going to really want to pick them up. Now, here's just a small message from our supporters.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
Hi folks, I'm back here. I'm Mitch Smith, back here with Nate Roberts. I would like to give a quick shout out to our coaches on both teams. The head varsity coach is Chad Patrick, son of the very famous Bill Patrick, who is also a varsity assistant, as well as Trey Eaton. Our JV coaches are BJ Walls, C-team coach Brandon Webster, and our volunteer coaches are Tanner Andrews, Aaron Hoffman, and DJ Heckman.
And yes, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this in the last broadcast, but Tanner Andrews is actually somewhat of a professional baseball player, as just in this spring's MLB draft, he was drafted in the 7th round, if I'm wrong, correct me, by the Miami Marlins, and That's just very rare of a Valley athlete to ever make it as far as a professional league in sports. Yes, Valley's had a couple of collegiate athletes, but professionals, those are pretty rare.
Yes, I completely agree. And while the cheerleaders are going, why don't we name them off as well? So our varsity cheerleaders are Caitlin Shepard, Lorena Santiago, Hannah Becker, Caitlin Reedaboo, McKenna Bradley, Brianna McBriar, Pierre Layamar, Mackenzie Dunn, Cadence Shepard, Tiffany Hodge, Sierra Marshall, and our JV cheerleaders, Morgan Smith, my sister, Miranda Bays, Mariah Leininger, Brianna Feldman, Jade Collins, McKenna Harrison, Maria Harrison, Emily Przwoznik, and Natalie Rodriguez, Alicia Roses, and their coach is Leanne Ogle. School song going on right now, and a quick shout out to the Culver Cavs coaches, Tom Kruger, Mike Elliott, and AJ Neese.
I also would like to give a shout out to Santa Claus, who has the cameras pointed just right over there, is making a presence this game. Out of all 365 days of the year, he decides to take 2 days off this year, which that's very, very generous of good old St. Nick.
Oh, absolutely. Hopefully the boys and girls are being good for Santa today, because he's here and he's watching.
Yes, the last thing we need is a fight between a player on each team. Otherwise, they'll be put on the one and only naughty list.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Certainly don't want coal for Christmas.
No one wants coal. Unless you're a train engineer.
Yeah, that's a good point, Nate. That's a good point.
All fans act responsibly and courteously to those around you. Our guests tonight are the Cavs from Culver Community High School. Concessions are available in the cafeteria. Restrooms are located in the South Commons. There are no pass-outs. Tippecanoe Valley is a non-smoking and tobacco-free campus. Please refrain from the use of these products in the Tippecanoe Valley School grounds.
We're about ready to do the starting lineup.
Refrain from using flash photography. It is prohibited by the IHSA. All fans are asked to be in their seats when the game is in progress. All fans need to stay off the main floor. Please dispose of pop containers in the trash. The trainer for tonight's games are courtesy of the Kosciuszko Community Hospital and Regional Rehab.
That announcing was by our one and only Mr. Landis. He's done it for years, and he's quite somebody I quite look up to in this field.
Yes,
Tonight's ball boys are Jordan Shepard, second grader.
Yeah, just a couple of years ago, he got recognized for announcing the baseball games where they put up a banner of him, I believe.
Yes, and we're about ready to start the starting lineups in 10 seconds, then tip off, and it should be quite an exciting game from there. There's our Tippecanoe Valley Vikings strolling out of the locker room as we speak.
I'd like to ask everyone who is able to please stand as our Tippecanoe Valley band under the direction of this
And now for the national anthem.
honors America with our national anthem.
That was a wonderful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner by Tippecanoe Valley's own Viking Guard, led by Mrs. Reiner. And now for your starting lineup. First up, the Culver Cavs.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tippecanoe Valley High School for tonight's varsity contest between the Cavaliers of Culver High School and our own Tippecanoe Valley Vikings. At this time, I'd like to introduce the starting lineups. First of all, for Culver, a junior, number 3, Owen Valaquette. Another junior, number 11, Donovan Ziaja. A freshman, number 15, Tucker Fisher. A junior, number 23, Hunter Manns. And a junior, number 50, Colin Odell. The Cavaliers are coached by Mr. Tom Kruger, assisted by Mr. Mike Elliott.
And now for your Valley boys lineup.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble! And now for your Tippecanoe Valley Vikings, starting at guard, a 5'8" junior from Warsaw, number 10, Tanner Trapidi. At the other guard position from Akron, a 5'9" junior, number 12, Jalen Potter. Starting at center, a 6'2" junior out of Akron, number 40, Jace Potter. Starting at forward from Silver Lake, a 6-foot senior, number 34, Cameron Parker. And rounding out the Valley lineup at the other forward position, a 6-foot senior from Akron, number 30, Wes Melanson. The Vikings are coached for Mr. Chad Patrick, and assisted by Mr. Creighton and Mr. Bill Patrick.
Alrighty, folks, if you didn't catch that, your starters for the Cavs are Owen Valaquette, Donovan Zieja, Tucker Fisher, Hunter Manns, and Colin Odell. For the Vikings, it's Tanner Trapidi, Jalen Potter, Wes Melanson, Cameron Parker, and Jace Potter. Getting ready for tip-off here, and it looks like it will be Cameron Parker and Donovan Zieja. And it goes to Valley. Tanner heading up the court. First possession of the game. Over to Wes. Tanner. Up and in. That was Cameron Parker for 3.
Cameron Parker was basically the main point of that little play there to try to get an open shot, and it's definitely worked well.
Yes, Valley with the first points on the board today. And there's already been a turnover, and that's up and in.
Jace Potter.
Yeah, it looks like Valley is trying to pull a four-court press here, which that's caused them one and almost another turnover.
Yes, there's been one turnover for each team this early in the game.
30-second timeout, Culver.
And while we're at that, we will see you right after this.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Enyard's True Value and Rental is your local one-stop shop for all of your home improvement and party rental needs. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff help you with your next project or event. Start right. Start here. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back. Alrighty, so it is Tippecanoe Valley's possession. It was originally Culver's possession, but there was a small turnover before we came back from commercial. And it's Tanner Trapedi's possession off to Cameron Parker. Over to, I do believe that was Jace Potter. Well, that was Jalen Potter that just made that basket. Oh, Jace Potter.
Yes, they're twins, so it's a little hard identifying which is which.
Well, from up here at least. And it will be Culver's possession. That would be, sorry.
You're the main commentator, so you get the right of speech.
That would be number 15, Tucker Fisher, for two. Up and over to Wes Melanson. Back to Cameron Parker, and that will be
Cameron Parker for three.
His second three-pointer of the night.
So far, based on all the scoring from Valley, this could turn into a game that went just as bad for Valley's opponent as Oregon Davis, which, in case you don't know, in case you don't...
Stolen away, and that is out, but on who? That will be Culver's possession, the Cavs. Up and over, full court press. In, and that will be
Colin Odell.
Colin Odell for two. And it's a full court press again by the Culver Cavs, stolen away from Valley. Up, and it's in. That will be Donovan Zieha, his first points of the night. So far, what I've seen from the Culver Cavs is that they have really consistent shooting from all parties. But will it face up against Valley shooting? I don't know. And that is Cameron Parker for three.
Cameron Parker so far having 9 points from only three-pointers. He's about to have himself a really good night tonight.
Absolutely. It's starting to look like it, and it's a full court press. Oh, almost lost it. And it's coming up the court. Up, 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 and it's off the rim. Stolen away by Tanner Trapedi. And that will be Cavs possession.
Looks like there's some substitutions for Valley. Dalrymple and Shepard in for Jalen and Jace Potter.
Parker is definitely one of the better point shooters for this team tonight.
Yes, and if he has himself a pretty good game like last time, like the game against Whitco, then both Parker and Dalrymple are destined to be really great scorers for the team.
That was the second basket of the night for Tucker Fisher. And that will be a turnover on the Cavs.
Call foul number 15, Tucker Fisher.
Excuse me, that would be a foul. Tucker Fisher's first foul of the night.
Owen Klingler reports in for Culver.
Up and in.
Parker Dalrymple for 3.
That'll be Parker's first 3 of the night. Certainly probably won't be his last.
Dalrymple and Parker are definitely the more notable point scorers on this Valley squad, and there's a really good chance that they'll definitely show tonight.
Absolutely.
30, West Melanson.
That will be a foul on Wes Melanson, his first of the night.
Alex Kraft checks in for Tippecanoe Valley.
And Alex Kraft is checking in for Tippecanoe Valley. Up, and is it going to go in? Nope, it's off the backboard. Coming up the court is actually, well, that was Tanner Trapiti. Oh, almost in. And then it's rebounded, and then it is in.
Jalen Shepard.
That will be Jalen Shepard's first points of the night.
Yes, I've noticed that Trapiti has had some failures in terms of shooting the 3 tonight, as that is, I believe, his second missed one. And definitely, if he wants to prevent himself from being benched, then he has to be not only a lot smarter with his shot selection, but also he's got to be able to make in those open opportunities when you're given one.
Absolutely. Heading up the court right now is number 33, Jake Fisher for the Culver Cavs. Number 15, Tucker Fisher. Oh, stolen away. And that is Tanner Trapiti for 2. Oh, Parker Dalrymple for 2.
Now that was definitely what you would call a fast break.
Up and not in. Ooh, and I do believe that will be a turnover.
Culver foul number 45,
Foul.
Brandon Jones.
Brandon Jones' first foul of the night. Oh, rebounded. Oh.
They're going to rule that a Valley possession. I was kind of amazed there. I thought Valley was the suspect of the foul there.
That's what I thought as well. That is up and no good.
Almost looked like Dalrymple was going to make that one, but it just barely
Yeah.
got to the rim.
Oh, we all make mistakes every once in a while. Oh, no good. That little over the back shot was just no good.
Well, I saw a little act of stinginess as it looked like Culver's number 45,
James Potter.
which that is
Brandon
Brandon
Jones.
Jalen Potter check in for the Vikings.
Actually, that's going to be a substitution, excuse me. But anyways, as I was saying, I've noticed that Jalen Shepard tried to help Jones up, but he just got up on his own, and that was kind of rude if you ask me.
Well, some teams just don't like to be beat.
Yeah, it kind of makes no sense for you to reject an offer of generosity, especially if they didn't have to when you're down by 12. That's just completely ridiculous if you ask me. But hey, I'm not one to debate about it.
Absolutely. And it looks like it was, double teamed inside on the paint, and it's out of bounds. That should be Valley possession.
Actually, that's a shooting foul.
It is?
Yes.
Valley foul number 30, West Melanson.
That'll be a foul on
Brandon
Wes
Jones belonging to the
Melanson.
Cavaliers.
His second foul of the night. In the first quarter, that's not good.
Jalen Shepard checks in for Tippecanoe Valley.
And as I say that, Jalen Shepard is checking in. That free throw was good by number 15, Tucker Fisher. Oh, tipped out of the basket, and that'll be a foul.
Alley foul number 54, Alex Kraft.
On Kraft. Coming down the court now. Owen Balakwe. Oh, kicked right out of bounds. In the paint, over. Oh, rebounded. Oh, stolen away by Owen Valaquet. And that will be 2 for Valaquet.
Yeah, Valley is kind of letting this lead slip through their fingers a little bit, which is definitely something you don't want to do, especially if you want to maintain your over 500 record.
Tucker Fisher
Yes.
checks in for the Cavaliers. Cameron Parker for Tippecanoe Valley, along with Tanner Trapedi.
That free throw was good. That will be a turnover on Valley, and that will be Donovan Zieja with the ball. Bar pass stolen. Up and no good.
At the end of the first quarter, Tippecanoe Valley 20, Culver 12.
And we will see you right after these messages.
Ever wonder why your local TV bill keeps going up? The bulk of these increases are due to rising network fees. A few powerful media companies dictate what TV providers must pay to offer their channels to you. And every time networks demand more money, that affects what you pay every month. If TV providers don't meet their demands, networks threaten blackouts. Since 1999, these network fees have increased by 3.5 times the rate of inflation. To see what we're doing to keep network fees in check, visit tvonmyside.com.
Bipolar in terms of what position to play.
I'm kind of bipolar.
No, I am. In terms of what position.
Welcome back, folks. I'm Mitch Smith here with Nate Roberts here on RTC TV4. It's been a great game to watch. Valley leading 20-12, second quarter now.
So far, I've noticed that Valley, within the first part of the first quarter, they've managed to get themselves a pretty huge lead, leading by the most 12. And it looked like near the end of the first quarter, Culver was actually starting to come back a little bit as they've reduced that lead to 8. And the last thing Valley needs is to choke up a lead, which is basically what they were victimized to last Friday against Whitco.
Definitely picking up speed. Almost lost the ball there. Coming up the court. And that's no good, but rebounded, and it goes in. And I do believe that was Drace Potter.
Yeah, I've noticed Trapedi is not making really many of his shots, and especially if Valley wants to maintain a pretty comfortable lead, then he's got to start clicking on those. Otherwise, it's going to be a one-way trip. But defensively, he's not that bad.
Basket by Parker
Up and
Dalrymple.
Parker Dalrymple, definitely a famous name amongst Valley
Calling foul number 15, Tucker Fisher.
players. Big point
Colin
shooter,
Odell checks in for the Cavaliers.
and I do believe that it will be a shooting
Shoot
foul.
one.
And Parker Dalrymple is taking the and one. And it's in.
Parker Dalrymple is a really, really good shooter. Basically, if he was wide open, there is at least a 95% chance that is going in.
Oh, and it's rebounded, but no good, stolen away. Over to Tripedi, back to Parker. No good, stolen away by Culver's own Owen Valakwe.
I kind of thought that was going to be called a foul as one of Culver's very own managed to shove away Tripedi, but as long as they don't call it, then it's kind of not a foul.
Valakwe at the line, shooting one.
Owen Valakwe up the line, and it's good for the and one. Going down the court, back to Tanner, over to Parker. Up, and no good, but it's rebounded. Up, and it's in.
Tanner Tripedi.
That will be Tanner Tripedi's. I do believe that's his first points of the night.
Hopefully this will be the start of a momentum surge for Tripedi, as he definitely has not been clicking in the first quarter, but hopefully the second quarter can be a change.
Yes, it will be definitely interesting to see, Nate, how he does.
Dwight Conley checks in for the Vikings.
Dwight Conley, that's not a name you hear pretty often.
Definitely, but you know, he's a senior this year, and I'm sure that coach is really willing to get him extra playing time, especially if it seems that we have a pretty decent-sized lead. And it's up, and no good, but it's rebounded. And, oh, still no good, but it's rebounded by Culver, and I do believe that's Owen Valakwe down the court. And off the rim.
A little too short right there.
Oh, stolen down. Valley's got his guard up.
Yeah, it looked like Cam Parker kind of tripped there and he lost possession, and that's kind of gotten Culver their current position.
Owen Valakwe holding on to the ball. Coming down the court is Tanner. Up and, oh, no good.
Yeah, I've noticed that Tripedi so far tonight has been pretty good on all the other parts of basketball. It's just shooting and scoring that's kind of his nemesis tonight.
Oh, out of bounds, and I believe that will be Valley's possession.
Jalen Shepard checks in for the Vikings.
Oh, into the, oh, pass down to Tanner, over to, that would have been Jalen Shepard's second shot of the night. Oh, it's coming back up the court.
They're going to rule that a traveling.
Over to Valaquay coming up the court. That will be Valley's possession.
Culver foul number 33, Jake Fisher.
Jake Fisher's first foul of the night.
Owen Klingler checks in for the Cavaliers.
And Owen Klinger checks in for the Cavaliers. Over to Jalen Shepard, over to Parker, over to Tanner. Off the rim.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, stolen away.
They're going to roll that in over and back.
Owen Valaquay with the ball.
Valley foul number 22, Jalen Shepard.
That will be a foul on Jalen Shepard.
And that's going to put Valley in the bonus.
Only 3 minutes left to go in the half.
Potter checks in for the Vikings.
Up, and it's good. Owen Valaquay with 7 points tonight so far. Seems to be one of Culver's main shooters. Up by Parker and off the rim. Oh, a little bit of a fight on the court there for the ball.
Possession, Tippecanoe Valley.
And it'll be Tippecanoe Valley's possession. Up and in. And that will be Jace Potter for 2. Jace Potter has scored 8 points tonight. Very good night for him as well.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the impact players for Valley here in their current 14-point lead.
Oh, and it's in.
Colin Odell.
That will be Colin Odell's point. Shot over to Jalen. To Tanner. To Wes. To Tanner. Oh. They're going to rule that a travel. The Cavaliers' possession. Valaquay heading up the court. And that's Donovan Zieja.
Some close defense here by Valley.
Oh, yeah. That'll be a turnover, and that'll be Valley's possession.
A little over a minute to go. Kind of believe that they're going to try to conserve the ball for as much time, but at the same time also try to get enough of a lead before halftime.
Yes, and that'll be a timeout. So we will see you right after this. Messages from our sponsors.
30 seconds.
First Federal Savings Bank has provided mortgage loans for over 50 years.
We're now offering commercial loans to support our local businesses.
We offer business loans for real estate, equipment, lines of credit, and investments. We also offer Simply Free business checking for all your banking needs.
Contact Lindy Breeden, our business lending expert, to take the worry out of your business banking.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Alrighty, folks. Mitch Smith here, back with Nate Roberts for this game. And it looks like Santa's up here, checking out the game, making sure that there's not too many foul plays.
Yes, as we've mentioned before, you do not want to end up on the naughty list for Christmas this year or any year in the future.
Oh, that will be Tippecanoe Valley's ball. Up and over. That'll be to Cameron Parker. Oh, that will be Tippecanoe Valley ball again. Cameron Parker, Tanner Trapedi with the ball now. Over to... Oh,
Conley with the rebound and the shot.
Dwight Conley.
good job for him, his first points of the night.
They're going to rule that a charge.
Call for foul number 3, Owen Valaquette.
Owen
Hunter Mans checks in for the Cavaliers.
Valaquette's first foul of the night. And that'll be out on Valley. Or no, actually, it'll be out on Culver. Over to Cameron, over to Tanner. Back over to Cameron, over to Tanner, over to Cameron, over to Tanner. Oh, that'll be a foul.
Little hard collision there, and I could have sworn I saw Cameron kind of spaz a little bit on his knee.
Yeah, that didn't look very pleasant at all.
And that's going to put Valley in the bonus, so that kind of paid off.
Yes, it did.
Cameron Parker at the line for the Vikings.
Up and off the rim. And the buzzer rings for halftime. It has been a wonderful show. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
There's been a lot of talk lately about net neutrality. At RTC, our customers receive the full and open internet and nothing less. We are not the gatekeeper, toll operator, or curator. A free and open internet has been the single biggest driver of innovation over the last generation, and we want that engine of innovation to live on in our customers. If you ever have a question about your internet service, give RTC a call. We are here for you. Tom Kruger Construction, serving all of your building needs. From kitchen and bathroom remodeling to ground-up new home construction, Tom and his crew have been serving your building and construction needs for over 20 years. Tile showers, hardwood floors, new doors and windows, you can always count on Kruger. Pole barns, room additions, outbuildings, and more. Call or email anytime. Tom Kruger Construction.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Zahner Excavating digs foundations, installs septic systems, driveways, and any type of hardscape or hauling needs. No job too big or too small. They also provide porta pots for parties or construction needs. Your number 2 is their number 1. Call today. Brocky Insurance offers personalized coverage options for all of your insurance needs. You can trust your policy through Erie Insurance has been customized specifically for you, your assets, and your budget. Online at brockyinsurance.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
At Oliver Ford, we reach beyond your dealership expectation, help you in making fun decisions on your new vehicle, or let it try our professional touch by our service and parts department. We are the only Indiana new and used car dealership that has won the President Award 17 times. With over 100 years of sales experience, we're here to hold your hand from start to finish, with no pressure or gimmicks. Contact us today.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Enyard's True Value and Rental is your local one-stop shop for all of your home improvement and party rental needs. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff help you with your next project or event. Start right. Start here. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Ever wonder why your local TV bill keeps going up? The bulk of these increases are due to rising network fees. A few powerful media companies dictate what TV providers must pay to offer their channels to you. And every time networks demand more money, that affects what you pay every month. If TV providers don't meet their demands, networks threaten blackouts. Since 1999, these network fees have increased by 3.5 times the rate of inflation. To see what we're doing to keep network fees in check, visit tvonmyside.com.
Hi, folks. I'm Mitch Smith here, back here with Nate Roberts.
Hello, everyone.
It's the second half of the Tippecanoe Valley varsity basketball game against the Culver Cavaliers. For some stat updates, the best shooter tonight has been Cameron Parker with 9 points. Second place is Jay Spotter with 8. Parker Dalrymple with 7. And Tanner Trapedi with 2, and excuse that young boy dancing in front of the camera, please.
Yes, during halftime, he's been desperate to get on camera, so we'll let him have his 5 seconds of fame.
Dwight Conley with 2, Tanner Trapedi with 2, which is surprising for tonight, and Jalen Shepard with 4.
Yes, Cameron Parker, I've noticed in the first half, he's been very efficient with the scoring, as in the very beginning of the first quarter, he's made 3 3-pointers, and that's definitely gotten him in a very good position with his total point count.
Yes, definitely. And it's about ready to start for third quarter. Should be exciting, and it will be the Valley ball, or possession Culver.
Yes, Valley has gotten themselves into a very comfortable 14-point lead, and I certainly think that they're definitely going to come back from it. I think they're definitely going to hold that lead.
Well, hopefully they're not too comfortable. And coming down the court is number 3, Owen Valakay. And that will be number 15, Tucker Fisher. And that'll be 3 points for him tonight.
Melanson for 3, just barely. Oh, that's a problem that Tripedi has had tonight, is his basic field goal percentage, as that's probably almost 0, if not in the 20s, because Tripedi so far, his shot selection has just been very, very, very poor. And honestly, I'm actually kind of surprised he's not benched for it. But honestly, there's a chance that he could end up scoring 5 straight baskets. So,
well, Nate, just remember that Tripedi's also had a great night with defense. He's been a great defender, a very strong defender. But hopefully his score percentage goes up, because this is unusual for him.
Yes.
Up and off the rim.
Yes, averaging 13 points, and definitely doesn't look like a 13-point shooter.
That was in and out, folks. Up for the rebound again, and I do believe that will be a foul. A shooting foul. You could pretty clearly see that he grabbed Cameron Parker's shirt there.
Cameron Parker is a very good free throw shooter, so he should make both of these. As if he can make it from anywhere within beyond the arc, he should make it from behind the key.
Absolutely. Oh, in and out. Back in the game. Tanner Tripedi up to Jace Potter, and back to Tanner. Over to Cameron. Up to Wes.
Trying to get something set up here, but nothing's really clicking. Good thing there's no shot clocks.
Definitely.
Otherwise, they would have had a violation quite a while ago.
Oh, my. Into the paint. Oh, that layup wasn't good by Tanner.
Yes, Tripedi, even though he's not having a good night in terms of field goal percentage, he's definitely making it up on the other parts of the floor. Like, yeah, as you mentioned, he's actually doing pretty well defensively with a couple steals. And, yeah, if he's actually able to draw a few fouls, he may get a few easy points here.
Yep, and that free throw was good.
Owen Klingler along with Brandon Jones check in for the Cavaliers.
Oh, like I said, great defensively.
Putting some pressure there.
Definitely. Oh.
That's going to be a travel.
That'll be Valley's ball. Back to Tanner. Over to Parker. Back to Wes. Up and in, and that will be good for Tanner.
Jace Potter.
Or Jace Potter, excuse me.
Jace Potter is actually really good in terms of those lobs, because if he was to have a couple more inches of vertical, he probably would dunk it if he could.
That'll be 100 Man's first points of the night. Oh, almost stolen away.
That's going to be a half-court violation.
And that will be the Culver Cavaliers ball.
Substitutions here as they are subbing in Dalrymple for, looks like Jace Potter. Actually, no, Jalen Potter, excuse me.
Yes. Oh, that's up, and it's out.
That was very, very close to coming in, but
Down the court with Tanner. Over back to Tanner. Oh, he's making his first three. No good. And that'll be out of bounds, and I do believe that will be Culver Cavs ball.
Yeah, Trapedi.
Alex Kraft checks in.
I'm not going to beat a dead horse when I say this, but basically, let's say Trapedi will not be known for his scoring tonight unless something clicks within these next 12 minutes. He's not going to be known for his scoring.
Yes, I do agree, Nate. Only 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Tippecanoe Valley leading with 38 and the Culver Cavaliers with 25. Oh, and that's going to be out on Valley.
Nice effort there by Dalrymple to almost try to steal the ball, but it looked like there was some sort of physical contact between Dalrymple and Culverman.
Certainly not Valley's cleanest night, but up and over. Valley defense is good with Owen Valaquet. Up and over. Oh, that's three, but it's going to be an air ball. Oh, and is that a steal? Almost lost it, Valley did. And that's going to be up and good. That will be Jalen Potter's. Cameron Parker's shot tonight.
Double team there. And that's just stolen away by Jace Potter.
Yes, it's been stolen away. And West Melanson heading down the court. Up and over. Back over to Parker. Oh, hit the rim, but it's no good, and it's rebounded by Owen Valaquet. Up and in, or not up and in, it's up and out. Heading up the court again with Valley, and that is definitely going to be a charge.
Yeah, looks like.
34, Cameron Parker.
Oh, that foul's on Cameron Parker.
Jake Fisher along with Colin Odell reported for the Cavs. Jalen Shepard for Tippecanoe Valley.
Jalen Shepard being substituted in. Up and no good. All these three-point attempts by the Culver Cavaliers have not turned out very well.
Yeah, Culver, their shot selection has been pretty subpar, and that's kind of gotten them into this 15-point deficit with Valley. And if they want to come back, then something's definitely got to click with them.
Yes, and that'll be Valley's ball.
Valley foul number 30, West Melanson.
Actually, that'll be a foul on West Melanson.
Joseph Paul checks in for the Cavs.
His third foul of the night. Oh, stolen away. And that is gonna definitely be a foul.
A little over a minute and a half to go here in the game.
Culver foul number 33, Jake Fisher.
That foul will be on Jake Fisher. His second foul of the night. No good. And And it's in. Oh, a little bit of a mess on the court there trying to scramble for that ball. A little bit of a pump fake there. Oh, no. Stolen away by the Culver Cavaliers heading up the court.
Yeah, it looked like Kraft had a little bit of motivation to try to get himself a little lay-in, but that was no good.
Up and off the rim.
That was a one-handed rebound by Wes Melanson. That's actually very, very impressive.
Culver foul number 11, Donovan Ziaja.
I know it's a minor thing, but one-handed rebounds, at least to me, are very rare in all of basketball, and that just amazed me for almost no reason.
Yes, like our point buzzer and also our buzzer beater, last game, and our 4-point shot last game as well, as I recall. Some pretty intense basketball moments, some things that I'm glad I got caught on camera. Good memories. Up and no good, off the rim. 47.6 seconds left in the quarter. It's up and it's in. Passed into the paint, up and over, no good. Layup, and that's gonna be good.
Alex Kraft.
And that'll be Alex Kraft's first points of the night. Oh, tipped off and stolen away by Valley. That's going to be a great layup, and that will be Parker Dalrymple's points for tonight. And that'll be the third quarter, and we will be right back after these messages.
First Federal Savings Bank has provided mortgage loans for over 50 years.
We're now offering commercial loans to support our local businesses.
We offer business loans for real estate, equipment, lines of credit, and investments. We also offer simply free business checking for all your banking needs.
Contact Lindy Breeden, our business lending expert, to take the worry out of your business banking.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Tonight we have a Buffalo Wild Wings gift card from the Trapedi family. And our winner is Arturo Rosas.
Did you hear that, folks? The Booster Club winner of the month is Arturo Rosas. And speaking of which, I'm Mitch Smith, back here with Nate Roberts. It's been an exciting game so far. Certainly not Valley's cleanest game, but you know what? It's going great for them right now. They have a 45. They're leading with 45 points, and the Culver Cavaliers have 26 points. And that'll be Tanner Trapedi and Parker.
Got some passing going on with Valley.
Yep. Trying to find a clear shot. Into the paint. Up, and it's good.
Yes. Yeah, as soon as that defender fell, it was basically easy access for Jace Potter to the rim, and that's kind of the story of that play right there.
Jace Potter's having a wonderful night with 12 points so far. Really impressive on his part. He's not usually this much of a point shooter, but he's having himself a great night. Tanner Trapedi leading up the court. Back to Tanner. Over to Alex.
That was actually very, very close of Shepard to get the tip back, but unfortunately he had a little too much power there on the lay-in. But nice defensive effort there.
Yes, definitely. Oh.
Almost a turnover.
Almost. They saved it.
Kind of saved himself there.
Definitely. They definitely don't want this in the fourth quarter. Oh, that was just tipped and given to the Cavaliers. That'll be a point for Culver.
Foul number 12, Jalen Potter.
And that'll be a foul on Jalen Potter.
Cameron Parker, Alex Kraft, Wes Melanson, and Parker Dalrymple check in for the Vikings.
His first foul of the night.
Still a 20-point lead for Valley, but 6 minutes left. I'm not saying there's any Stephen Currys on the Cavaliers, but not saying that isn't a possibility.
Speaking of which, 30-second timeout, and we will be right back after these messages.
There's been a lot of talk lately about net neutrality. At RTC, our customers receive the full and open internet, and nothing less. We are not the gatekeeper, toll operator, or curator. A free and open internet has been the single biggest driver of innovation over the last generation, and we want that engine of innovation to live on in our customers. If you ever have a question about your internet service, give RTC a call. We are here for you.
We'll just give our thoughts and end it there.
Hi folks, I'm Mitch Smith, back with Nate Roberts here in the fourth quarter. 6 minutes left to go, or just a little over. And it's been an exciting game. Valley leading with 48-29 against the Culver Cavaliers. And it is Tanner Trapedi over to Parker, back to Tanner. Tanner doing a full court push, up and over, and that is going to be a foul.
Yeah, it looked like Jones there was kind of limping as he was running back to the other end.
Tanner Trapedi. Colin Odell checks in for the Cavs.
Probably got a cramp on his leg.
Yep. That foul was on Tanner Trapedi. His first foul of the night. Up and no good.
Yeah, a shot like that was definitely needed for Culver if they wanted to come back. And
no kidding, Nate. No kidding. They really needed it.
There are multiple instances within this possession that I could have sworn that Melanson was going to shoot that three.
Yep. That'll be a foul on Culver, and it'll be a turnover in Valley's possession.
Culver foul number 50, Colin Odell.
And that will be Odell's
Jones checks in
foul.
for the Cavaliers.
His first foul. Brilliant save by Wes Melanson.
But that results in a turnover.
Yes.
Nice effort there.
Nope, not in, but it's rebounded. And it over to Tanner. Up for the layup, and it's good.
Basket by Parker Dalrymple.
That's on Parker Dalrymple, excuse me.
Yeah, the jersey numbers are exactly the same as the main jersey's colors, so kind of hard to decipher about what jersey number is which.
Yes, I'm relying on people's faces. Not to mention I'm also colorblind. But that's another story.
Checks in for the Vikings.
Oh, well. And it is the Cavaliers' full court push. Up. Pass over to, oh, that pass was, it's hard to tell on who that was out on.
That was out on Culver. Melanson managed to throw the ball onto Klinger, and that's kind of caused them to get possession.
Yes, definitely. And that is Wes Melanson's ball.
Valley offensive foul number 24, Parker Dalrymple.
That'll be a foul on Parker. That'll be his second foul of the night.
Rex Kirkenstein checks in for the Vikings.
Rex Kirkenstein is checking in, a freshman. Coach must be having pretty good confidence that they're going to win a game.
I mean, when you're up by, I believe that's 22, with only under 5 minutes to spare, then you're going to start having assumptions about the turnout of the game. And if you're really confident about that, that's when you start making pretty bold decisions.
Definitely. And that'll be a foul on Valley.
Valley foul number 50, Dwight Conley.
And that'll be on Dwight
Brandon
Conley.
Jones at the line, shooting 2.
Dwight's first foul of the night. And that'll be Tucker Fisher shooting.
Little travel call there on Kraft.
Definitely. Up the court with Falokay.
Timeout, Culver.
That'll be a timeout on Culver, and we will see you right after this.
Tom Kruger Construction, serving all of your building needs. From kitchen and bathroom remodeling to ground-up new home construction, Tom and his crew have been serving your building and construction needs for over 20 years. Tile showers, hardwood floors, new doors and windows, you can always count on Kruger. Pole barns, room additions, outbuildings, and more. Call or email anytime. Tom Kruger Construction.
Hi, folks, and this is Mitch Smith back here with Nate Roberts.
Timeout, Culver.
This is another timeout, and we will be right back after this.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Zahner Excavating digs foundations, installs septic systems, driveways, and any type of hardscape or hauling needs. No job too big or too small. They also provide porta pots for parties or construction needs. Your number 2 is their number 1. Call today. Brocky Insurance offers personalized coverage options for all of your insurance needs. You can trust your policy through Erie Insurance has been customized specifically for you, your assets, and your budget. online at brockyinsurance.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Alrighty, folks, back here with Nate Roberts, and I'm Mitch Smith. There was a technical foul on Coach Patrick.
Yes, he didn't disagree with that jump ball there, and he definitely got frustrated with that, and as a result, Culver gets 2 free throws, and
they managed to make one of them.
Free point for Culver. Lesson learned.
Yes.
Don't say anything that's very unnecessary in basketball, and your team won't suffer because of it.
That was Joseph Paul's point.
Coach Patrick taking notes. We got double teams from Valley. Very rough.
I imagine that they're rather upset at the moment. Oh, and that's going to be out on Culver, I believe, which will make it Valley ball.
Jake Fisher checks in for Culver.
3 minutes, 24 seconds left to go in the game. Valley leading 50-31.
Yeah, I think at this point, unless a miracle happens, it's going to be a basic turnout.
Up and no good. And that was rebounded by Tanner Trapedi.
I think what Trapedi should do is kind of redeem himself, because basically tonight he definitely did not have a good shooting performance. So basically he might as well kind of redeem himself.
Definitely. He only has 4 points.
And his shooting percentage is very poor.
Off the backboard. Down the court. And that'll be a foul on Valley. I imagine that there'll be a lot of fouls. Well, actually, that'll be a foul on
foul number 10, Owen Klingler.
Number 10, Owen.
Cameron Parker at the line, shooting one of the bonus.
That'll be his second foul. Up and in.
I think he stepped over the line. And he's shooting another one.
(34-31). Now a 23-point game. Up and over. Great pass. Lay-in was good.
Colin Odell.
And that will be Colin Odell. His third shot of the night to go in.
Tanner Trapedi.
And Tanner Trapedi, I think he took your advice, Nate, on trying to redeem himself.
Yes, at this point, you're not going to have a high-scoring game, so the very least you could do is try to rack up some other stats and also try to make sure you don't pull any errors that could possibly shrink your lead.
Yes, off the backboard, or off the rim, excuse me. Into the paint, up and in.
Alex Kraft.
That will be Alex Kraft's second point of the night, second shot of the night to go in.
That was almost a steal. Looks like Valley is going to have an entire squad change.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, at this point, there's 1:25 left in the game. I'm sure with a 25-point lead, Coach Patrick is definitely feeling confident enough to let some players get some playing time that don't usually get playing time. Up and in.
Everyone's just subbing out, and with under a minute and a half to go, you could tell the direction that this game has went.
Yes, most definitely. And that is going to be off the rim. The Cavs coming up the court. Oh, stolen away. Going to try to make that layup. No good. Rebounded by Valley.
That's a timeout.
That'll be a timeout, and we will be right back after this.
The game, when we wrap it all up, we're both supposed to say Merry Christmas, so yeah.
Hi folks, it's Mitch Smith back here with Nate Roberts filming the boys varsity basketball game against Tippecanoe Valley against the Culver Cavaliers. We see some new faces here in the game, subbed in.
We see a lot of new faces, and
Basketball Ross O'Connor.
That'll be Ross O'Connor. Asia O'Connor's younger brother.
Culver foul number 33, Jake Fisher. O'Connor at the line, shooting one.
so we got under a minute left to go here, and I think this game's already kind of wrapped up.
Most definitely.
Foul number 42, Ross O'Connor.
That'll be a foul on Ross
Fisher
O'Connor.
at the line.
Up the court, full court push. Oh, that's going to be up and no good. Culver Cavaliers pushing up the court now. 20 seconds left to go in the game. Valley's defense is going to really push hard to get in. And that's going to bounce out. But
basket by Tucker Fisher.
That'll be by Tucker Fisher.
Valley foul number 50, Dwight Conley. Fisher.
He's done phenomenal for the Cavs tonight. Tucker Fisher has had $11 points tonight for the Culver Cavs.
Jackson for the Cavs.
A substitution for the Cavs.
There was a turnover there, but I don't think that's really going to score you 26 points.
In 2.7 seconds. Oh, and as we can see, the final results. Tippecanoe Valley 62, Culver 36. What a game, Nate. I mean, Culver did have some pretty good point shooters. Tucker Fisher, who I said had 11. And then they had Owen Valley with 7. Colin Odell with 6. Hunter Manza 3. Joseph Paul with 1. And Donovan Zieha with 2. And then as for Valley, I would say that Jace Potter had a phenomenal night with 12 points. Cameron Parker with
Owen Valaquette had
13.
9. Donovan Ziaja
Parker
with 2.
Dalrymple with
Tucker Fisher had 10. Hunter Mans with 4. Brandon Jones had 2.
11.
Colin Odell with 9.
Jalen Shepard with 4.
For Tippecanoe
Tanner
Valley,
Trapedi with
Tanner
6.
Trapedi had 8.
Russ O'Connor with 2. Dwight Conley with 2. And Alex Kraft with 4. Now, as far as Valley's game, it wasn't the cleanest. Some of our players, our better players, had a little bit of a rough night scoring, but it was a good game to watch. Don't you agree, Nate?
Yes, a couple of Valley players had themselves pretty rough nights in the terms of the shooting percentage, which most notably is Tanner Trapedi, and Parker Dalrymple had himself a down game compared to last Friday. But of course, those obstacles still wasn't enough to bring Valley down, as they've managed to get themselves a pretty good win, and definitely puts them at a place where they definitely deserve to be 5-3.
Yes, most definitely. You know, it's been a good night, Nate. It's been a good week. It's been a long week. Tippecanoe Valley, this is was their last day of school before Christmas break. We had finals all week this week. And, you know, just remember that we'll be back here next Friday for the boys' game again.
Against Culver, Columbia City, excuse me.
Yes, and, you know, Santa was here tonight. Boys and girls, please be good. Make sure to not make the naughty list. And on behalf of RTC, we'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays.
And we will see you next Friday from Tippecanoe Valley.
At Oliver Ford, we reach beyond your dealership expectation, help you in making fun decisions on your new vehicle, or let it try our professional touch by our service and parts department. We are the only Indiana new and used car dealership that has won the President Award 17 times. With over 100 years of sales experience, we're here to hold your hand from start to finish, with no pressure or gimmicks. Contact us today.